Somebody kind of went crazy with a paintbrush. Good morning, everybody. We are back on Hosner Road heading north on the Appalachian Trail. You can probably hear the noise. Route 84 is like a half mile that way, so we're making that progress north. Kind of go down a hill here today. So thanks everybody for coming with me. Let's take a walk. Somebody kind of went crazy with a paintbrush. I guess I know where we're going. I like to see that somebody's having fun with that paintbrush. That's different. So this is Route 52. Heading north. Oh, there's a sign. Route 52. So I'm looking at this. There's a single blaze on a tree. There's a rock wall. There's a trail that goes right along that way. But is that where the Appalachian Trail goes? No. It turns that way. Why wasn't there a double on that particular tree? Anyway, I walked about 10 minutes the wrong way and ended up in somebody's backyard. You know, I said before that I would consider us past the New York metro area once we cross Route 84, and we are there. Here, see if I can see it on my shoulder. Yep, there. We are past Route 84. I expect to not hear so much highway noise moving forward. There is no water here. Completely dry. So it looks like that is the Indian Pass Trail, but we're not going that way. We are heading north on the Appalachian Trail. It's actually funny that there's a sign there because I was standing here trying to figure out which way I came from because it wasn't easy to tell. Here we have a view. We are north of Route 84. So that's looking into upstate New York. So apparently this is Mount Egbert, standing on a rock dome. As you can see, there is no view from Mount Egbert. We have reached the Morgan Stewart Memorial Shelter. This is pretty serious. It's obviously logs, but it's made, you know, the way I love it. It's the old-fashioned dovetail joints. So no matter how any water enters, it flows downhill and away from the shelter so you don't get rot in the joints. So somebody spent some serious time on this. So this one has a tin roof, probably sleep 6 or 8 people inside. And here's it's a picnic table, obviously. So somebody carried that up here, I'm sure. But we have a fire ring there. But over here is some kind of structure, which makes me think that this was either some kind of a logging camp or mining camp, or somebody had a farm up here or something. But there's like a, it's not circular, it's got about 10 sides. I don't know why that's here. There's something else. Some of these shelters had pumps, and for some reason they've been disabled on purpose. And I don't really know why, because, you know, it's dry during, you know, now it's September, but June, August, September, it's hard to find water. So Just seems like out of a safety precaution that they would leave those active and just put a sign on it that says filter the water or something. There's an article about how the shelter was built. So somebody did spend time. Looks like they built it in a shop. Awesome. So this looks like Depot Hill Road. There's supposed to be a parking lot right up there. North to Main. It's a frog puddle. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just an editorial. I noticed there's a bunch of chestnut trees in this area, the shoots, but I don't see any chestnuts. I've been looking at the trees, but they're probably around. But I don't walk around with my head looking up. I usually walk around with my head looking down. Turn this sideways. Just for perspective, that's how big the chestnut leaves are. About as big as your hand. They're described as canoe-shaped. We have a railroad track and a paved trail. So the railroad tracks, I'm sure, aren't being used, not only because there's weeds growing up, but the tracks are rusty on top, which tells me nothing's been crossing them for a while. And the bicycle path is perfect because Team Spandex can come screaming down here and take up the whole road without worrying about cars getting in their way. We have a bridge with an angle. There's old 55. Route 52. Gotta watch for the cars coming over the hill. Made it. So we're gonna call it a day right here. We're just a little bit past Route 52. Started at Hosner Road. So like all my hikes, it's about 9 or 10 miles-ish, somewhere in that range. So thanks for coming with me, everybody. And remember, where we're going, we don't need roads.